Hi students, today we're going to be taking notes on the present progressive in Spanish. So you can find a note sheet to follow along with me on page 27 of your purple packet. So the present progressive is something that you probably are very familiar with in English, but you may not know the term for it. So in English, the present progressive is something that is happening right now. So in English, we use a form of the verb to be, like I am, you are, he or she is, etc. And then a present participle. A present participle in English is usually something that ends in ing. So an example of a present progressive sentence in English would be they are singing. So in Spanish, we do a very similar thing. We use the present tense of our verb to be, and in this case we use estar, because if something is happening right now, it will change. And then we use the present participle to form the present progressive, okay? So the first thing we need to be reminded of is the verb estar. So the present tense verb forms of the verb estar are estoy, I am, estás, you are, está, he or she is, estamos, we are, estáis, you all are, or están, they are. Following the verb estar is the present participle. So forming the present participle is actually really easy. You just need to add an ending. So just as in when we're conjugating verbs, you need to start by taking off the ending of the verb. So for example, if the verb is an AR verb, such as hablar or comprar, your first step is to take off the ending. And then you add the ending ando. With ER and IR verbs, you drop the ER or the IR and add yendo. Again, we're not conjugating this verb. This is not agreeing with a subject. You're simply taking off the ending and adding ando or yendo. So it doesn't need to be anda or yenda or anything like that. It will always be ando or yendo. So for example, the present participle of the verb comprar is comprando. Comer, comiendo, and escribir, escribiendo. So let's take a look at this example up top. They are singing. And let's write that in English. So they are, we need to first pick a form of our verb estar. So we're going to choose están. And then we need to find the verb to sing and put it into its present participle form. So to sing is the verb cantar. So we're going to take off our AR ending and add ando. So están cantando, they are singing. Okay, so this ando and yendo are basically equivalent to ing in English. So of course, there are always a couple of irregulars. So if the stem of a vowel ends in E, you're going to change the you're going to change the IE of the present participle ending to a Y. So for example, leer would not be leyendo, it would be leyendo. So you're going to change this IE right here to a Y. And then the verbs dormir and decir are just a little irregular. So dormir's present participle would be durmiendo. So you change the O to a U. And in decir, you change the E to an I, diciendo. It gets a little bit difficult when we start to use present participles with our reflexive pronouns. So what you need to do is first take off the the reflexive pronoun, so the se, and then there are two things that you can do with it. You can either put it in front of the conjugated verb, or you can attach it to the end of the present participle. But notice though when we attach it to the present participle, you do need to add an accent mark on the third from the last syllable. So for example, if I wanted to say that I am getting ready, you can say me estoy arreglando. You need to have the me because that indicates who you're doing the action to. Or you can say estoy arreglándome and attach it to the end of the present participle. If you do that, again, you do need to make sure that you put the accent there on the third from the last syllable. So if we look at this question on the bottom, ¿Qué estás haciendo? What are you doing right now? So I would write, yo estoy enseñando. I am teaching. To prove to me that you watched this video, for tomorrow, please write your own sentence about what you are doing right now, answering the question, ¿Qué estás haciendo?